issues facing healthcare, artificial intelligence. So what are you telling your peers about artificial intelligence today?
Well, I think this is the promise. I mean, it's a disruptor, but it's also a tremendous, I think, opportunity and promise for healthcare. I came away from the annual HIMSS show this year for the first time in several years being kind of hopeful, because I saw a lot of things that maybe they weren't real today, but how do you leverage artificial intelligence to really drive some changes in the way in which we do our business? From how do you take steps out of what a physician's doing every day? And you thought about it, and I started to think about it and put it in the context of, look at what we're doing with with Siri or with Alexa in our personal lives. And when people think about the combination of voice recognition and artificial intelligence and machine learning on the back end, there's so much data, and so much of what we do and providers do is driven around understanding conditions, understanding what's been done before, understanding what's going to be effective. And I think if we can leverage computers to help us mine and process the data versus just continually throwing humans at it, I just think this is one of the biggest opportunities and the biggest promises out there. Is how can we leverage data and computers the way in which every other industry, every other part of our personal life is, in this probably the most data intensive industry in the world. And whether it's I kind of combine voice recognition with AI, because it's really about, if I think about a physician not having to use the computer or charting or whatever it is, but just speaking to the machine and having it help them find the information they need. So
yeah, you're cheating now, though, because we're not talking about voice, we're talking about artificial intelligence. So
yeah, I know, but I just see them together. I mean, I think
yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, it just like I tell my folks, we did, when we're thinking about anything we're doing today, it's got to be consumer or patient centric, whatever you want to say. It's got to be, you got to think mobile, and you got to think, how can it be powered by AI? How can we leverage understanding the data, using the computer to help us make decisions and help us drive things? I think it's a big promise.
Yeah, and so we're in violent agreement, so I won't repeat any of that. I'll just get a little pragmatic and say, I would say start today with your financial data and your bedside monitors. The data is clean, and the technology is more mature than what people are leading us on to believe. It is the technology is there to really start doing some interesting things.